Armageddon is a place name for the scene of the last battle, where the heavenly and satanic armies muster and gather up their forces. This is in Revelations chapter 16, verse 16. This is actually Har-Megiddo. That's the Hebrew name for Armageddon. Armageddon is actually the Greek translation. Well, Har-Megiddo is an actual geographical historical place. This location exists. This location where the kings of the earth will assemble to fight God and his angelic forces is an actual place. Armageddon and Har-Megiddo is located at a very strategic place, 13 acres in the western part of the Jezreel and Esdraelon Valley. It's essentially a crossroads of two important trade routes. The site has geopolitical significance for roughly 5,000 years. It connects Hazor and Damascus, Israel and Phoenicia. Many important battles were fought at Megiddo in ancient times. The city was destroyed and rebuilt at least 20 times that we know of. Eventually, the city is abandoned sometime during the 4th century BC. We don't quite know why. There's been many archaeological expeditions at Megiddo, at Har-Megiddo, that have found many significant remains dating from the early to late Bronze Ages. There's Canaanite temples with circular altars. There's beautifully carved ivory artifacts. There's sophisticated water systems, multi-phased gate structures, palaces, complexes, stables, storerooms. Now, Babylonian, Egyptian, Assyrian, and as well as biblical texts illuminate the history of the region and its economic, social, political, and religious significance over the course of many centuries. Armageddon, Har-Megiddo, appears only once in the Bible, in Revelation 16, chapter 16, verse 16, but has become a familiar reference and designation for the future final battle between the forces of good and evil. In the book of Revelations, the actual final battle does not take place at Armageddon, but at the holy city of Jerusalem. Armageddon is not the final battleground, but a meeting place. This is where the opposing armies of good and evil gather and muster up their forces before they march off to the final battle at Jerusalem. All right. With that thought, Armageddon out of here. We're going to take another musical break. When we come back, we're going to examine the book of Revelations in detail, chapter by chapter. I'm going to put it in a nutshell. The characters, the symbolism, the numerology involved and embedded within this sacred text. But first, a very intense set of heavy metal music. Since the book of Revelations is a popular topic with metal bands, I'm going to play a set of heavy metal. Those of you who have sensitive ears or whose ears bleed easily, take warning, because God Rock Radio is about to rock. And we're going to start with one of the early pioneers of the metal genre, Alice Cooper, with a song called The Second Coming. Stay with us. This is God Rock Radio.